What's up, guys? I'm here on stream right now, and 46 seconds ago, there was a blue post, I guess, that just went out, or a post on Classic Wowhead that talks about a short interview with PC Gamer. World of Warcraft game director Ian Hazzikostas announced the intent to push Phase 2 before the new year. While no precise date has been given, this should come as welcome news to players who are looking for more to do after already having reached level 60 and begun clearing Molten Core and Nixia's lair. I think it's a matter of later this year. I think we can say definitively, Hazzikostas told me, within that time frame, it's going to depend on a few factors. Layering. Layering was another topic discussed in the interview. Hazzikostas noted that the system allowed much larger server populations, which otherwise could not have coexisted together in one game space. Layering allowed those players to get through the early stages of the game on servers filled beyond regular capacity. As players invariably quit or play the game less, those populations settle down to... Hold on a second, let me make sure I'm not in Discord. Reasonable numbers, allowing layers to be scaled back over time. The result is overpopulated servers that scale back to high population ones, rather than a reasonable population losing players over time until it was underpopulated. As previously covered, layers have already dropped significantly, with many servers back down to just one. Though the system is meant to be turned off entirely by Phase 2 in order to avoid exploitative issues, especially with upcoming world bosses. Okay, so let's go ahead and... I'm going to lose my train of thought, so let's talk about this already.
Paladin. Yeah, that is true.
That is true. Thank you, Arbiters. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. So, it's going to depend on a few factors for when they're going to bring out Phase 2. I think one of those factors is definitely layering, right, which they touched on immediately. I think they're waiting for basically for people to quit the game. I think they're waiting I think they're waiting for less people to play the game, and that way the less people that are playing, the easier it is to get rid of layering. And I think they're going off of this post where they say there's actually a number of servers which they're permanently set to one layer, so they're working on it. Anathema, no layering. Arcanite Reaper, no layering. Ashkandi, Azersong, Deviant Delight, Earth Fury, Fell Striker, Heartseeker, Netherwind, Old Blanchie, Remulus, Smolderweb, Windseeker. These are all servers that are now permanently set to one layer. So layering, yeah, that's good. Layering is on its way out, which is awesome. They did say their goal is to, before Phase 2, to have layering done. That happened in the last Classic Cast we did. I know we've been on hiatus from Classic Cast for a while now. There's been a lot of crap going on, a lot of stuff going on with us playing this game that we finally been waiting for, that we've been waiting for this whole time. We finally have it. So you can check that out. I stream like 12 hours a day, basically. I stream a ton. Last month, September, 425 hours streamed, and I was like 8th on watch time on the entirety of Twitch for like for streamers, like non-tournament, non-organization channels, which is kind of insane. But yeah, I mean that's not gonna keep up, right? But like that's how much we stream. Oh, they reminded me of a group. They got the Dervish. So let's see. Let me see if I'm locked.
Esfand's the #1 rep Paladin. Yeah, that is true.
That's a lot of streaming. It's a whole lot of streaming. Thank you, Valkyriana. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Okay. So next up, we're going to talk about, let's talk about layering, right? The reason why they want to get rid of layering in Phase 2, is because...
Crazy. I watched like 400 of those last month.
That's a whole lot, right? Maxed Attitude. Thank you for the 3 months, man. The reason why they need to get rid of it before Phase 2 is not just because they want to get rid of it, period. It's also because you can't really have layering with world bosses, because then you have different instances of world bosses in the world, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right? For contesting world bosses and spawns and this and that. So yeah, that's what I'm farming for right now is Savage Gladiator Chain. Let's see if I get it. Is this it? Is this gonna be the time when I'm recording a video that I get this? I've done this for like, I've killed this guy 30 times and it hasn't dropped.
Have you seen
this
the
it? Is this
classic
the
WoW
time?
post about life steal procs scaling with spell damage? Great content. Enjoy the stream.
Some of them are, as far as I know. I don't know if all of them are. Ready? 3, 2. That's how she goes, dude. That's just how she goes. All right. It's fine. It's all good. We've gotten the entirety of the set today. Except for the chest. Anyway, back to the post. So, let me follow these guys out. Let me follow this guy out. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Thank you for the 5 months, Master Squirrel. Okay, so yeah, that's like the big reason why they actually need layering to be gone. So let's talk about what's in phase 2, right? I talked about world bosses already. Not only is it going to be Kazzak, not only is it going to be Azuregos that are there. Lord Kazzak and another source of Eye of Shadow for Preacher and Fading Benediction. This is kind of like whatever, like who Mega Lol cares. It's mostly about the other stuff that drops. Azuregos, target of Ancient Sinew wrapped in Lamina, which rewards Hunter with Ancient Sinew wrapped in Lamina. That's I think you have to have I think you have to have the Rock the Lar in order to even do this quest, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't play a hunter, right? So, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So you're gonna get Azuregos, Lord Kazzak. You're gonna also get Dire Maul, right? They're gonna talk about Dire Maul. 5-man dungeon split into 3 wings, similar to Scarlet Monastery, DM East, West, and North, in addition to a wealth of new and high-level loot. Each class is a special rare drop book, which rewards a Royal Seal of Eldrethalas themed trinket. Right, so for some of these classes, it's really good, right? 2% hit for rogues, that's pretty good. The hunter one is amazing. For other classes, it's not so good. If I recall, I think the paladin one is like for healing, right? And if you know, why would you heal as a paladin, right? Yeah. Anyway, no, it's just different, right? Different for different classes. Am I stuck? Frick, I'm stuck. Okay. Mages will get the new water. That's big. Warlocks and Paladins need to go in order to complete their Epic Mount quest lines. Yes, if you want the Paladin or Warlock Epic Mount, you can do that. Quell Sorora is now in the game. Dire Maul gives a bunch of spell power gear and stuff like that, which is going to be cool as well. So there's all that. Next up is going to be the honor system. Finally we get the honor system. The honor system is not going to include Battlegrounds. It's going to be straight world PvP. Dishonorable kills are now in the game, so honestly, you're probably going to see a little bit less of city raids, more than likely, right? You're more than likely going to see a little bit less city raids, and these guys are sitting here camping outside, just hanging out, having a ball, aren't they? So yeah, there's that, and then so yeah, that's going to be really, really good. That means the honor system is not only going to be put in the game to where you can start getting honor and you can start getting honor gear. The honor gear is going to be based off of the late game, the updated version of the PvP gear. So the PvP gear is going to be very, very, very good. Also, PvP Trinket is going to be put into the game now, which actually plays a big factor on class balance. I think that, for example, rogues, warlocks, shadow priests, stuff like this, people have like a lot of stuns, people have a lot of fears. They're stronger right now without a PvP Trinket in the game. Finally, the key ring is gonna finally be put in the game. If you've been playing classic and if you've been level 60 for a little bit, even if maybe you haven't been level 60 for a little bit, but you picked up these keys along the way, you know dang well that having to use all these keys and like you have like a bag's worth of keys just sitting there, it sucks. So finally they're putting the key ring in by phase 2, so that's gonna be really, really exciting. So yeah, I do think that this should be no surprise to anybody. My personal prediction for phase 2 has been after BlizzCon. I think this month there's not gonna be anything new put in the game right now, but that's gonna allow us to do some other fun things. I know Asmongold and I and Rich have talked about Asmongold and Rich Campbell have talked about doing like a dueling tournament. There's going to be some other people involved. It's going to be a really, really big deal on Fairlina. It's going to be really fun. So that's something that we've been talking about. On top of like doing fun stuff on our own streams and whatnot. Now in November, we have BlizzCon at the beginning of November. I'm sure they're going to go in a little bit on this phase 2. I don't know. And then I think that phase 2 is probably going to be released mid to late November. That's probably what I think is going to happen. It could happen in December as well, but I think it'll probably be mid to late November. That makes the most sense to me personally. And yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good. I think it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be exciting. And that's just how this is going to go, right? This is how it works. I'm so glad. This goes back to what this whole thing was about for like a year and a half. 6 phases of content release is so much better than 4 phases, because after a month or so, maybe 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, people start to kind of, you feel the dip, right? I've done a lot of stuff. Okay, like now I'm in like the holding phase, right? Until the new content comes out. Imagine if we had to wait like 6 months until the next phase, which is what they were looking at. And that's why something like I was personally like very, very insistent on is like more phases, get a constant stream of content out. So really, really excited. It's going to be really, really good. And I cannot wait for phase 2. Getting the Paladin Police Force back together. Spoogie, Esfand, Drakova, Paladin Police Force streams. It's gonna be really good. I can't wait. So guys, if you like this video, if you like me, if you like my channel, you want to see more stuff, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/SfandTV. Twitter, SfandTV, Instagram, SfandTV, Discord, SfandTV, literally everything SfandTV. So, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys sometime in the future, or every day on Twitch, if you check me out there.